excites me the most is the grassroots level, which is why I'm here for. I really want to give it back as much as possible and try and promote the game as much as possible. And it starts with the grassroots level.
Welcome back to AmeriCricketTV, where we cover everything cricket in America. I'm Anil Shankarmanchi.
And I'm Richard Ray. Something remarkable happened last Sunday. Rohit Sharma, captain of the India team that just won the World Cup, was in Dallas to promote a new training academy called CricKingdom. And when he arrived, he was absolutely mobbed by worshiping fans.
Let's take a look.
Mumbai's Raja, Rohit Sharma. Mumbai's Raja, Rohit Sharma.
A sold-out event center, more than 850 people.
He is the sitting Indian captain for the Indian cricket team. This is such a big honor for us.
Standing room only for a rare chance to see a living legend.
Because he's a hitman. and he won the World Cup.
We're the champions. How does that sound?
We all came to see the hitman.
And if you know India, if you think that cricket is the religion, he's a god. He's a current god now of cricket in India.
Well, we're here to meet Rohit Sharma. It's been such a cool event. It's such a cool experience to just meet him and interact with him. He's such a big cricketer in India. He plays for the Indian team.
India's win in the recently completed T20 World Cup solidified Rohit Sharma's place in cricket lore.
I think I've played this game for 17 years. So for 17 years, obviously from year one to now, there are so many special moments that I've had, and every moment, every big moment, I really cherish it. Whether it was my first year of 2007 winning that World Cup, and then next year we went to Australia, we won the CB series there, and then from there on, I think I've had a lot of good things. Also, some downs as well, but that is how a sportsman's career is. There will be a lot of ups and downs, but I want to cherish all the ups that I've had in these 17 years. So I think winning this World Cup will definitely be on the top of the list for sure.
Sharma recently announced plans to retire from the short-form T20 game.
No one in this crowd wants to see you retire. Nobody wants to see you retire.
But he made it clear he still intends to compete in the longer Test and 50-over matches.
I just said it. I don't look that far ahead. So clearly, you'll be seeing me playing at least for a while. So
Sharma was asked who is his favorite teammate on the T20 World Cup squad.
Right now, besides me, you said, right? All 14 of the players who played the World Cup.
Sharma came to Texas to promote CricKingdom and its first training academy in Texas.
So we have just started in 6 countries at this stage, and we are in about 42 locations. So the plan is to get all the cricketing countries, cricketing players, a good platform where they can go and compete against each other.
Rohit is not just the brand ambassador, he is also one of the equity shareholders and advisors on the parent company, which is CricKingdom Global, which is headquartered in Singapore. So we started in Singapore in 2018, then I moved to India. I represented Singapore national team, by the way. So I moved to India in 2019. Since then, we have expanded more than 35 academies in India, and gradually we moved to Japan, we started in Indonesia, we started in Bangladesh, and then last year we started the first academy in the Bay Area, which is at the US Cricket Store in Milpitas.
At times, crowd control was an issue, with a small army of security guards trying to hold back adoring fans.
Sold out, we didn't expect, but yeah, of course, when it's Rohit, the fans across the globe, it's a bit of overwhelming, to be honest. But yes, so Rohit is, as you know, he's definitely a sport, and he's, so cooperative and supporting. So it's definitely a good sight to see for the promotion of cricket, for the love of cricket that we have, and especially in America. So it's really pleasing to see.
Rohit Sharma had a lot to say, talking about Team India's lack or failure to be able to win in the 50-over format back in the 2023 World Cup, and a strong drive to win this year.
Let's hear it.
we all in life have to get back from the setbacks that you have. It was a huge setback for us as a team, personally for me as well, because we worked really hard for this, for that 50 over World Cup campaign, and we played some really good cricket. Just one bad day and everything was taken away from us. But those things happen in sport, and these are the kind of things that makes you even stronger and even hungrier to get up and go and perform next day. But this one obviously was very tough personally for me because for so many reasons. If I have to sit down and nail it down, all the reasons, I think I'll be here till the night. But to cut it short, I think it was important for us to get back and start looking forward. A lot of the guys in the team are quite professional, seniors, a lot of the seniors teammates. You don't need to tell them what to do, and how to get up. They all know this. I think that's where the job of mine becomes a little easier because we had only one goal, and it was to win the ICC trophy. And when everybody is aligned towards one goal, your job becomes slightly easier. And that's what everyone was looking forward to go and lift the trophy. And then we had to obviously plan how to do it, what are the strategies, what sort of plannings we need to do. And I thought, it is the hard work of the last 3 or 4 years that we have been doing consistently, and finally we got rewarded for that hard work that we've been putting in. So actually that's a good lesson. No matter what the situation is, if things are not falling in place, you have no option but to keep looking forward and keep working hard at it. And that's what everyone did, not just me or Coach Rahul Dravid, but rest of the teammates as well.
Really, if you watch that 50 over in 2023, it did appear that India had the best batsmen, the best bowlers, the best team, but they had a bad game against Australia and got knocked out in the semis.
Certainly. But Rohit Sharma also talked at length about what he sees to be the future of cricket in America and USA cricket.
No, I think whatever I've seen in terms of cricket in US, it is quite impressive, and you can clearly see with the way US team played in the World Cup this year. They played really good cricket. So it shows that there is a lot of excitement, there's a lot of enthusiasm between the young kids and also, the parents, which are going to play a crucial role in, nurturing the young talent, to follow their dreams. So it looks very exciting and looks very promising, and I hope it continues like that because I can only see cricket in this part of the world, growing and growing. As we've seen, like I said, in this World Cup, it was all the hard work that they've been doing for the last 10 years, actually, and they got to see very positive result. And it is, like I said, it is only going to reach higher and higher, and of course, people like us are here to support that.
Rohit Sharma also talked about the evolution of cricket, saying that you have to go with the changing of the times and players should be allowed to get a little bit more aggressive. Now,
that was an interesting comment. Let's hear that.
Everything evolves in life. It's just not the sport, but when you start working, when I used to see my parents go to work, and I see people going to work now, there's so much difference. So just in life, the life, you have to keep up with it. You have to keep the pace, to adjust, to manage. And with cricket, I have seen no different, and I'm not surprised with how the game has evolved. People are these days quite fearless. That's only because of the confidence that they have, and it starts with at a very lower level, which is the management, the coaching staff, the captains, and stuff like that, to give players that security, that confidence to go out and play the way they want to play. and in years to come, you will see game getting evolved more and more.
He talked a lot about being aggressive, players and cricketers and management being aggressive. I'm not sure as a newbie to the sport exactly what he was talking about, but maybe you know.
Certainly, certainly. I think the analogy or simile that comes to mind is go for the 2-point conversion. And like that's a very aggressive play. You run the risk of turning over the down, but that's not necessarily like when you have a shorter format coming from 5-day test cricket or 1-day cricket. Now you're going into smaller formats like T20. You need to be able to get those aggressive plays out and start racking up those points. You could play a very safe defensive game, but you run the risk of possibly losing.
That makes sense. Okay, when we come back, Rohit Sharma wasn't the only legend in cricket in India who came to Dallas last week. If you want to improve your cricket game, maybe you have a child you'd like to introduce to the sport, check out 22 Yards.
Right off of 121, one of the biggest facilities available in the North Texas area.
That's 22 Yards, your ticket to cricket.
Last weekend in the UK, India beat Pakistan in the first ever Cricket Legends World Cup Championship. A part of that team, Dhawal Kulkarni, a recently retired but still great cricket player.
And 2 days after winning the tournament, he actually came here to Texas. Again, he was helping launch this new training academy called CricKingdom, and AmeriCricketTV caught up with him and interviewed him. Congratulations, another championship.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
The Legends tournament a couple days ago, right?
Yeah. It was a good tournament, first time it happened, and people were there in a large number. The stadium where we played, Edgbaston, it was full of people, and it was good to go back on the ground and play again. You want to play more? You want to hit more? It's a draw. Okay.
Kulkarni came to Texas to help launch a new training academy in Fort Worth, CricKingdom, with a workout for academy kids at a cricket field in Denton, Texas.
It's a brand new facility which is undergoing construction. It is located at Texas Motor Speedway on 35W, right behind there. The facility would be up and running on August 1st. So all our programs start on August 1st.
John Prakash has a 9-year-old enrolled already.
I used to play cricket like in my younger age. I do work for like here in bank. I just want like my kids to be active and playing sports.
Watch the ball in your hands. Good stuff.
This is my first time in the States, so I'm really hoping to see these kids and interact with them. It feels like back home, you know, to get back on the ground and watch these guys playing.
Hit the ball, okay? Good job!
I've started coaching. I've just retired. I retired this March and really want to give it back to cricket because cricket has given me so much in my life that I want to help the younger guys achieve their dreams, and I want to share my experiences with them. I really hope to see a few of the younger guys get into the national team from this academy here in Dallas.
That's the goal, to get young people
100%.
to the international cricket level, right?
100%, and give them that exposure.
Dhawal was generally a really nice guy, very cooperative, and we hope to hear more from him in coming episodes.
Absolutely. And when we come back, a conversation with you, the viewer, through comments and questions you've made here on the AmeriCricketTV YouTube page.
Stay with us.
I'm here to promote cricket at the DFW Cricket Academy in Dallas. Please, I hope everyone joins in here because this is a wonderful sport, and with the involvement of Mr. Rohit Sharma, myself, Prashant, Chetan, it's going to get bigger and better. So tune into AmeriCricketTV for more info.
Welcome back. We start with a brief report on USA Cricket now being threatened with sanctions by the ICC. Non-compliance reportedly centers on two things. The first is not fulfilling governance norms, let me say that right, that are set up by the U.S. Olympic body, which is mandatory for all cricket teams participating in the 28 Olympics in Los Angeles.
And the other problem, apparently, deals with vacancies in the administrative positions, especially those at the very top, including the long-standing vacancy of the CEO position.
More sanctions could be coming, potentially could threaten U.S. involvement in the 28 Olympic Games. They need to sort this out, but we will keep you posted.
But what's come as a phenomenal weekly feature here is a conversation with you, the viewer, through the comments you leave here on the AmeriCricketTV page. Let's get into those.
Okay, let's start with the Crick Dude. Oh man, you guys are just awesome. Well, we love to hear that. Top quality production, best professional coverage in America, 1K survivors, don't juice us, quality work. You're singing to the choir here, man. We are eager as he is to see 100,000 subscribers. And it says, Richard and Anil make a great pair. I've been in TV for a long time, and I'll tell you one thing that really works to have co-anchors who like each other. And we started out as friends long before we started doing this, so I hope that shows.
Absolutely. And, you know, I used to make a joke. I was like, you can always tell you're a really good actor whenever two anchors get along on stage. But thankfully, you know, we actually do quite get along right outside of AmeriCricket shootings. We actually try to engage in cricket, right? You know, when the camera's not rolling. We were just practicing.
I was over here bowling. I actually hit the wicket on the first try, then could have hit again for like 10
he's a baseball player, so that hand-eye coordination really translates really well. I'll do your taxes if you want. Like that's where I am.
Okay.
This one comes from Kadamba Guy. Quality is just next level every day. And what is viewership of MLC Season 1?
I think it's been pretty good. We did talk to Nick Uddam. That's a short that he has on Instagram, and he says that this is getting really good audience all over South Asia. I think the rest of the cricket world, where cricket is the big thing that it is watching what's going on in the U.S. And I think everybody's enthused about that because this is like the last really huge stronghold. I guess you could add China maybe, but where cricket is not as big. Around the world, as we've said many times, cricket's number 2 only to soccer, and the viewing audience for the cricket's biggest games make the Super Bowl dwarfed by comparison. So I think the rest of the world has started to watch what they see of USA cricket and like it.
Certainly. And I think what was really smart about the positioning this year was that the T20 World Cup front ran the MLC League. So when the world was already interested in what was going on, cricket being reported at an international level with what was going on in the States, a little bit of footage that came from New York, all of that rolling into, now we're talking about USA's particular league, that really helped this season, Season 2. Season 1 didn't have that, but even still, the fans certainly showed up for Season 1, and we still have strong relationships to the teams, especially those that are hometown heroes.
And the crowds out at Grand Prairie were very good. That opening night crowd was just awesome. Okay, I'm going to take you can pronounce this guy, Costa
Borde 8148.
Tell MLC to sign with a major broadcaster in USA to promote cricket in the new American people. Well, I think that is absolutely critical if they're really going to grow the sport. For example, soccer now has major audiences with NBC Sports and Fox Sports 1, and even the Fox Big Network will carry some of the soccer games and stuff. So until cricket is on a TV station, a TV streaming service that the majority of Americans have access to, there's no way that can it become the sport that we would like to see it become. So I think that is really a crucial step. If MLC or somebody with the ICC could get some of these games on TV that non-cricket fans in America are watching, that's got to be the next biggest thing.
Certainly, and I think it does come from, I guess, like there is the top-down approach where you get the leagues integrated into that, but I think they're also a little bit apprehensive because they want to see the culture from the fans really become that noise on the internet. So going from bottom up, I think it's also about, you know, us being able to interact with cricket content when it's posted. So if somebody from American media posts an article covering what's happening in cricket, I think they would want to see those likes, comments, and shares underneath that type of stuff so that they know that there is engagement within the society. I think that, you know, we do great with sharing the articles amongst ourselves and talking in person, but I think the digital noise very much matters for them to be able to see otherwise.
The next one is from Starfiend. He says, need a Sixers in Cardiff. Now that's Wales, and I think he means Sixes. If you watched a couple episodes ago, I think it was last episode actually, we had a feature from Sixes Social Club here in suburban Dallas, and it's a club where you can actually go get in the cage and hit some cricket balls. And it's very popular in the UK. In fact, that's where it started. And I think they said they had something like, well, several locations, dozens of locations in the UK, just the one here in Texas and one they just opened in the West Indies. But apparently they don't have one in Wales, and we have a fan from Wales who would like to see Sixes. So Mike and the guys from Sixes, if you're watching this, they want you in Cardiff. Okay.
How is it meeting Rohit Man in person, Richard?
I didn't really get to meet him and shake his hands. In fact, that we were told nobody's to touch him. He wasn't feeling well, by the way, and they made that clear. And he was absolutely mobbed, but under the circumstances, he really kept his cool. And I thought he was so articulate and really was asked and answered, I think, the sort of questions that fans wanted to hear him answer, as we've shown. And we'll probably have some more of that later as we go along. But all in all, for being the absolute international huge cricket star that he was, I thought he was really personable, and what I got to interact with him at least was very pleasant.
Certainly, and I think he has the right vision here for cricket in America. He definitely sees a lot of promise here, and I think because there's only 30 million fans in cricket and 400 million population in the US, there's definitely a lot of upside, rightfully what you referenced to earlier. There's a huge global cricket culture everywhere outside of the US, and I think it's time for the US to definitely plug in and become part of that love and family. So I'm looking forward to it.
And we're doing our best to make that happen. In fact, as always, we end the show with asking you to subscribe, share, and like. We're trying to promote all things cricket in America, and we've got some really exciting stuff coming up. If you stick with us, we have legends, maybe as high on the legend scale as Rohit coming up, that you're going to hear from on AmeriCricketTV in coming weeks.
And certainly do make your opinion of your favorite team, your favorite players known. Our community tab has tons of polls constantly running on it. We really want to see the fans interact with it, because then we can show, it's a matter of pride for every fan base, right? I mean, showing out that your fan base is the most active and engaging. And obviously it really helps when we take it out to other publications as well.
More of that grassroots stuff coming up too. Stay with us. We will have another episode. We're going to do more of these.
Certainly. Thank you guys for checking in.